Here we have a SAT math question. There is a system of equations given over here. There is 2a square positive 3a equals to 45 positive b positive c, and b positive c the whole square over 4 equals to 20a. If both of the above equations are true, which of the following is a possible value of the expression b positive c? Okay, it's a little tricky question. Okay, to make the solving process of this problem easier, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce the variables x and y for the quantities a, b, and c. That is, I'm going to introduce variable x for a. That is, let me assume x equals to a and y equals to b positive c. Okay, so for addition of the two quantities b and c, I assigned a new variable y. So because here we find b positive c, here we find b positive c. Moreover, we have to find the value b positive c according to the question. So I assigned a variable y for b positive c. So once I get the value of y, that represents the value of b positive c. Okay, now let me write each equation in terms of x and y. So and here you may have a question. So why do you have to assign x and y for this a and b positive c? So that we have the given system in terms of the variable x and y, and I can sketch the graphs for the given equations using Desmos, and I can find the point of intersection. At the point of intersection, I have to consider the y coordinate, which gives the value of y. So that's the value of b positive c. Okay, now let me write the first equation in terms of x and y. So we have assumed x equals to a. So we can plug in this x for a over here. Then I'm getting 2x square positive 3x equals to 45 positive. So for this b positive c, we can write y. Okay, now let's write the second equation in terms of x and y. So for b positive c, we have assumed y. So then we get to y square over 4 equals to 20. And for this a, we can plug in x. Now I got the given system of equations in terms of x and y. In my next step, what I have to do is I have to go to Desmos graphing calculator, and in Desmos graphing calculator, I have to give these two equations as input and get the graphs of these two equations. So once I get the graphs of these two equations, I have to look at the point of intersection of the two graphs, and specifically at the point of intersection, I have to look at the y coordinate, which gives the value of y, and also that's the value of b positive c. Okay, now let's go to Desmos graphing calculator. Here we have Desmos graphing calculator. This is a system of equations we have, and now I'm going to give these two equations as input and get the graphs of the two equations over here. Okay, let me give the first equation as input. That is 2x square positive 3x equals to 45 positive y. Okay, now let me give the second equation as input. That is y square over 4 equals to 20x. Okay, so when I give the two equations as input, I'm getting two parabolas. So the first one, that is 2x square positive 3x equals to 45 positive y, I'm getting so vertical parabola which opens up. And for the second equation, that is for y square over 4 equals to 20x, I'm getting a parabola, horizontal parabola, which opens to the right. So the two parabolas intersect in 2 points, so which I marked over here. So now in these 2 points, I just have to find the y coordinate that gives the value of y. Okay, let me zoom it and get the y coordinate in each point of intersection. Okay, so here the y coordinate is going to, the point of intersection is, let me correct it, 5, 20. So 5, 20 is the point of intersection. So here the y coordinate, this point of intersection is 20. Okay, now let me look at the second point of intersection and get the value of the y coordinate. Let me do it, just a moment. Let me go down. So there is another point of intersection is over here. Okay, so here the y coordinate is approximately negative 15.85. Approximately y is equal to negative 15.85. So in the first one, I got y is equal to 20. The second one, I got y is equal to negative 15.85. So I have 2 points of intersection for the graphs of these two equations. Okay, now let's go back to the original question. In Desmos graphing calculator, we got 2 points of intersection for the graphs of these two equations. In those 2 points of intersections, we got the y coordinate 20. And the other one is negative 15.85. Actually, we assign this variable y for this b positive c. So this y can be replaced by b positive c. So the value of b positive c is 20 or negative 15.85. So we find this value 20 in option C. So the correct answer choice for this question is option C. So that is a possible value for the expression b positive c is 20.